All right, guys, it's Sean from Ridesharing101.com with the daily vlog. And today we're going to talk about surfing. Yeah, these stories happened probably a few weeks back. I wrote them down. I was trying to figure out if I was going to turn it into a story for the website or if it was going to be a vlog post. And I've decided I'm going to make it a vlog post. And I've noticed that I encounter people in bunches when I ride share. And this is something similar that happened when I had my resale business. I used to buy and sell storage auctions with my girlfriend at the time, who was my partner. And we'd go to auction, we'd buy storage units, we'd sell the contents online and at flea markets. And every week I'd have a different theme. Like one week I'd have 10 mirrors, so it would be mirrors. The next week I'd have 8 sewing machines. I'd sell sewing machines. The next week after that I might have, 5 coffee pots. Something like that. So I always tried to get a theme going because I just encountered stuff, in bunches. And I've found this, the same thing happens to me when I ride share. And I had a couple of surfers, which is kind of interesting, especially since both of them were female, and that ties into the story. So I'm over in Oakland, and the first passenger I pick up is a member or an employee or has something to do with Brown Girl Surf. And you should all check that out, browngirlsurf.com. And simply what it is it's an organization that encourages young women of color to take up surfing, or at least explore the ocean and test it out and kind of see what's going on. So I think that's something that's, anything that encourages our youngsters to take up sports and be active, I think is a great thing. So the member and I were talking, and I didn't write down her name. Forgive me, but we were just talking, and I said, "Oh yeah, there's a member of my Facebook group that has something to do with Mavericks, or there was something going on with that." And then she knew exactly what I was talking about. And evidently, every year there's generally every year there's a big surf contest just north of Half Moon Bay at Pillar Point called Mavericks. And it's not scheduled at any particular time. It depends on what happens with Mother Nature and the weather, with the weather patterns. Normally there's small waves. It's a great spot, or it can be a good spot for beginners, but it's very, very rocky. And when these weather conditions are met, I think the record is 55-foot waves. Somebody took a 55-foot wave, surfed it, and lived. The area that you can surf evidently is fairly small, and it's really rocky on either side, and people have died at Mavericks. Very experienced surfers have died at Mavericks. Okay, but Mavericks is it's a big deal in Northern California. It's kind of like one of the premier surf contests. I looked online. I think it's been going since 1999. There's a few years, the last couple of years, I don't think they've had it. There were some logistic problems, or maybe financing, or naming rights, or there was something going on with business on the business end that prevented it from happening. But I think it's due to go forward. And the big thing is Mavericks evidently has never had, from what I understand, a female component. It's always been like men surfers. And I think there was a lawsuit to sort of open it up to women, so there would be women and men that could compete. And then there was an issue with money, and I think a sponsor, from what I remember, if I remember this correctly, a sponsor was found to fund the female portion of the tournament. So basically, whatever the prize pool is for the men, that's been matched, and the women can earn the same amount of money. And this was a big deal, and I kind of thought it was a no-brainer. Women surf, women like to compete, and I try to windsurf Once upon a time, I think I was even certified. And hey, if you're crazy enough to get on a 55-foot wave, power to you, okay? That's all I can say. You know, you're tough. Right on, you know. So I thought this was really interesting. I was like, I never knew that women didn't compete for money at Mavericks, and this is going to change. And so I guess it came down, went to court ruling, yes, women are competing, but the Maverick surf competition hasn't happened, I guess, since that ruling, so it hasn't been really put into effect. So I thought, hey, okay, that was interesting. Good to know. Got caught up on some history. I'm glad that Mavericks will be open to both men and women. And then, of course, the next day, I pick up a very nice woman. I believe her name is Ella. And Ella, I got to be honest, I still have a crush on Ella. She's beautiful. She's nice. She's kind. She's sweet. She's got a great heart. And she talks about the ocean like someone who loves it, like a writer. She's from Huntington Beach. And she was sort of lamenting the fact that she couldn't surf with her homegirls, because up here she surfs, but it's only guys. And down in Huntington Beach, where she's from, there's a bunch of women that surf, and she surfs with them, and they're friends, and they go out and, they surf the ocean. And, she was talking about the difference on how down there it's more still and clear, and up here it's a little more action, so the water's a little more mushy. And she was using these wonderful adjectives, and I could tell she's somebody that talks about the ocean a lot and respects the ocean a lot. And I was really just sort of touched by that she's got this love of the ocean because she's a surfer, and you would expect that, but just there's a sort of wondrous spirit to her, and I just found that really, really refreshing and very, very joyful. And so she was going down. I think she was going to spend some time with a family member in Mexico, but before she did, I think she was going to get some waves in down in Huntington Beach with her crew. So I kind of put all those things together, and it's just really awesome when young people explore their passions, follow their passions, and when they surf, because it's a hard thing to do. I have no rhythm. I have no balance, especially since after the stroke. So I sort of appreciate skill levels of all kinds. So, a couple of quick stories about surfing. You can meet surfers in Northern California. You can meet surfers when you drive in the San Francisco Bay Area. You could probably meet surfers in a landlocked country like Kansas. Who knows? So that's it for the daily vlog. Just surfing, joy of the ocean, joy of people, respect for Mother Nature, all good things. Check out Brown Girls Surf. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just talked to somebody from the company, checked out their website. Seems interesting if you're into surfing. If you're a young person, if you're a young woman, check it out. They have all skill levels, all kinds of activity. Earth Day, go to tide pools, do some surfing. They even did some event with the Warriors, and Steph Curry was there. So, hey, go figure. All right. That's it for the vlog today. Check out the waves. I think I'll drive to the ocean.